What are you guys doing? So in this video I'm going to show you guys how to turn the autopot system into an airpot system. Basically it's going to take the autopots, we're going to drill holes in it, and we're going to line it with fabric that acts like a airpot. So those are the black fabric pots. I'm using a 3-inch drill bit here. It comes with a center drill bit there. You find them at, you can use small, you can use a 2-inch or 1-inch, it's up to you, but that just means more holes with the drill, more work. As long as you leave enough space in between the holes, a good 1-inch space or so, then the structural integrity will stay. And basically we want, enough holes here so that it'll act like an airpot. And then we'll be lining it with this fabric here, which you can buy at a local Wilco or something like that. And it's basically like almost like a cloth. And it has like this other pattern in this, almost like this, like looks like little, I don't know, anyway, you can like sheath it like that. So it's used to lay down for that weeds don't like lay down in the grass before you grow grass, so that weeds don't grow up. It's the block weeds, but also works great as air pot. And that's what we'll be lining the pot with once we're done. All right, so let me make sure I'm on camera here. Make sure that's far enough out. Okay. And so when you drill the hole, I just kind of hold it sideways like this, and I put where I want my hole to be. I'm going to put like one hole here. I can't fit 3 across here, so I'm just going to fit 2 across here. And you want to start off kind of slow, just to get that pilot hole. It's not going because I have my drill the wrong way. So make sure you remember you have the drill going the right way. Spinning the right way to make a hole. And actually you want to kind of you want to hold the line so it goes fast. And then once you have the pilot hole, then just kind of drill in fast. Otherwise it's going to rip and tear on you. You want to pull on the plastic, and that's not what you want. Like that right there. So you gotta hold it really tight. See how it wanted to grip the plastic too much? So you gotta hold it really tight. See, they got some big teeth on them. I think you can buy them in smaller teeth, I'm not sure. So start one more time. Like that. So you don't want it to pull on. You need to take your fingers and pull all the barbs off like that. And this little piece right here, you just grab and pull it out, little round disc. Now if it doesn't want to come out, it comes with these little slits on the side here. You just grab it and pull like that, pull it up on each, like whatever slit you need to use to pull and pull, so you grab all the way through underneath it, and bam, just pop it up and out of there. So there you go. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do then is like this one. I'm going to drill 2 holes down here. I might even go ahead and see if I can fit 2 more holes here and here, and then 1 in the bottom, so I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes. I think that'll probably be perfect. And then I don't want to put holes on the edge, I don't think. It might destroy the structural integrity and strength of this. Besides, as long as there's enough holes on the side here, as the roots grow down, hit this right here, they're going to start swirling around the side like this. When they start swirling on the side, then they're going to hit that hole where the air is, and the roots are going to fly off, and they're going to grow more roots, and the roots are going to go inward and toward the pot, and then go back out. So this will prevent the swirling of roots, and it'll act just like an air pot. In fact, you can use, just if you don't have the airpot system or the autopot system, you just want to just grow in a pot that has structural integrity. You don't want to grow like an airbag, like a Walmart bag or something like that. And what you could do is you could take like a laundry basket or something like that that already has a bunch of holes in it, and line it with that fabric, and you already got a pot ready to rock and roll. Just make sure you put holes in the bottom. The airpot has special kind of holes in the bottom. Of course, you want to spray this all out till you're done, so you'll have a piece of plastic. So I'm going to drill another hole here, keep about 1 inch apart here, and 1 down here. I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to do that for all 4 sides, and then once that, and this one's already done, so I might drill a hole here and here maybe, but I'm not too worried about it. I probably will drill a hole there, and then the rest will be like I just said. And once that's done, then I'll go ahead and show you how to line the pot with fabric, and that's that. So my girlfriend's going to demonstrate how to actually put in the parts and how to put the liner in. So the first part you want to put in is this part the airpot comes with, which is the copper lining. See, there's one side black, one side's copper, shiny like that.
And put the copper side down.
So put the copper side down into the bottom of the pot, facing down, so the copper side goes facing in that way. So what you're going to be seeing is the black side. That makes it so the roots don't grow through the bottom into your reservoir and screw things up into your little reservoir with a little floater in there. And next you want to put the black cloth. Again, this is I bought at Wilco. If you don't know where it's at, just ask them, you know, for the black cloth that, I think it also comes in green, but it's a black cloth that prevents weeds from growing up through your grass.
Okay.
You want to take one corner.
You're just going to take the top instead of folding it?
Yeah, they'll probably be able to hear me better. Just take a corner, like start from one edge and shove it down into the pot. Like that. And then push all the way down with your hands. I'll go ahead and try to show what she's doing inside here real quick. Probably not going to see it too well anyway. It's all black. But just push it all the way into the edge, into the bottom like that. And then keep doing that and working your way all around the perimeter with the cloth. Make sure that whatever you're doing this on, you know, sweep or vacuum, whatever, first hand. All right, now at the end, you're going to have some leftover cloth here because how big it is. Now you can either, you know, cut it toward the top and leave a couple inches hanging over and then put a couple pieces of tape so that it stays on the edge, or just leave it folded over like this, which is what I'm going to do. And the reason why I'm going to leave it folded over so that it blocks the light even more. It doesn't allow light to reach into the roots, because you don't want light to hit the roots, you just want the air to prune them. And then what you can do is you can grab a corner like I showed you where I grabbed the corner. Here, you got your airpot. So now this is going to grow bigger plants than just the regular standard pot. So the standard pots, what's going to happen is the roots are going to circle and they're going to grow around the edge, and you're going to have this kind of hollow point in the middle. I don't know if you ever grow with regular pots, and you take your plant out, you'll notice that all the roots have swirled around the edge, and then if you kind of smash into it, the middle of it is really not very dense, and you don't have a whole lot of like root system. But if you're ever growing like in a Walmart bag or a proper air bag from like the grocery store, air pot, you'll notice that your root system, like I showed in that Walmart bag, look how dirty my hands are right now. You'll see how the root system is not all swirling around the edges. It's nice and just a bunch of roots everywhere. It's just a big, thick, massive root. So that's what you want. And that's what this is going to achieve. So now we're going to have the bottom feeding, auto feeding system going on. Plus we're going to have the air. So we're going to have big fat root system, automatic air. My autos are already getting huge as it is. I mean, one of them is already 3 feet tall, easy. And so yeah, so some of these things are going to get huge now with this new system like this. Next thing is, you want to make sure in this system, it's better to mix your perlite or mix your coco with perlite. You want it to be about 50-50. That's my cat Narco. He's cool. Narco, because he used to like just randomly fall asleep when he was a baby. He doesn't do it anymore, but he would just be playing like be clawing at something and just randomly just pass out. It was so weird. So I called him Narco, short for narcoleptic. Anyway, off topic, but you want to first put about an inch or so of hydroton into the bottom here. And hydroton's the best, is what's recommended. And it's going to make it to where when the roots grow all the way down to the bottom and they're like kind of sit in that water, it's more like a reservoir. So it's more like a reservoir than it is like if you put just perlite at the bottom, which I have right now. In my grow right now, the 6 plants are in there. I have perlite at the bottom. Some of them I just had the perlite coco all the way down to the bottom. I just want to see what the difference would be. You take the chance though of the sogginess to get more soggy toward the bottom, and for that, you know, to get root rot and things like that. So put a layer of rock, either pebble stones you can buy from Home Depot, or hydroton. Hydroton is better because it does hold a little bit of water, so that's going to be your best bet. And you can reuse the hydroton over and over again. So, and since at the very bottom, it's really easy to break it off the root system and clean them out and use them again. But yeah, so put anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches of hydroton at the bottom, and then the rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. You want to mix your coco and perlite 50-50, and then go ahead and fill it up to however high you like it filled up to. Leave at least a little room, about 1 inch or 2 for sand. If you start getting gnats, you want to go ahead and pour play sand. You can buy for 50 pounds, big 50-pound bag for about, it's under $4, I think 3 something at Home Depot. And just put a layer of sand on the top there, and that will stop you from getting fungus gnats. Right, so that's it, folks. Hopefully that'll help you alter your airpot system to grow bigger plants even than it already does. Anyway, so after you're done altering your airpot here, you're going to get much bigger root system, therefore bigger plants. And they also will allow them to feed, I think, better because it'll allow more air to the roots. So as the roots are bottom feeding and they're in the kind of a hempy type of style of growing, they're actually going to grow much better. You can also try this in a hempy grow. Basically take your regular 5-gallon bucket you get from like Home Depot or whatever you use for hempy growing, and you drill your hole there toward the bottom, about 2 inches high, 3 inches high from the bottom for your reservoir, and then fill the bottom up with hydroton, I would, and then the rest up with perlite, or even perlite and coco, and then drill holes in your bucket and put this in there first, just the same exact way. And what that's going to do is allow you to have very similar results to an air pot, but also with the hempy bucket. So if it's something you never tried, the air pot hempy bucket system works really, really good. All right, thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe and tell your friends about the channel. Let's grow some dank.